had
Yeah.
1,000. You didn't get any more
No, I
after
got
that?
more than 1,000. I got more than that.
Yeah. All right. So those of you know, we are live on YouTube right now. This is my friend Wise and myself. We do this once a month, and if my
Yes.
time schedule wouldn't be so crazy, we could probably do it more. But I got people watching on TikTok. You can stream this also on YouTube. We're live right now. You can ask Ashley the questions there, and she will try and. Are you dropping them, Ashley, in YouTube for us or not? I don't know because sometimes it takes a computer and a phone. Nikki normally does this for me, which is another one of my moderators in the SWC. I've got moderators, man. I feel great. I got
I still
moderators.
haven't gotten that big yet.
You are that big,
One day.
Wise. You're
One
that
day.
big.
One day.
We
One day.
just we gotta get it going. So
Yeah, I gotta start delegating stuff and
you got Brandy
giving.
though, right? Brandy does a lot for you.
Yeah, Brandy does a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
she does a lot for me too, and I got
yeah.
I got people too. You know, Ashley, Nikki, AJ. Two of my so those are my moderators on my SWC page. If you guys follow me on Facebook, those are my three moderators over there. I interact on there every once in a while. Sorry, I keep moving away from my mic like a bad mic discipline. Um, and they moderate
How do
over
I
there.
sound on your end?
You sound a little. I hear a little fuzz, but it's not bad. Like it's not like I would scrap the podcast like I've had to do before because of my bad audio.
Is that better?
Yes, it is a little bit better.
Yeah,
Yep.
much better, right?
Yes.
That's because that was my fan. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're a fan. All right.
Yes.
It's funny. So we've talked about the Roadcaster before, which I have the 2, which is the newer version, and you have I have the
one.
Roadcaster Pro 2, and you have the Roadcaster Pro, which is
Pro.
the
Yes.
earlier version.
The
There's a lot of
original.
differences,
Yes.
and technical difficulties drive me freaking nuts.
Oh, it's new, so it's still probably got a lot of bugs. I'm still using my original, but I will get the 2 because there's a lot of features on it that I'm looking forward to enjoying. Like, I really do want to do the voice thing, so that
Yeah.
sounds so cool.
It's pretty cool. All right. Awesome. So here's the thing. You know, we got Robert Watson, also a great guest on my podcast as well, who is writing a book and is an awesome writer. Just graduated. Congratulations, Robert. He's hanging out.
Congratulations.
Yep. He got a second degree and he's working on a third one. This guy is a machine. Always learning. I love that.
That's the best.
That's what we got to do. But he's hanging out over there. He's helping Ashley too. Ashley is here on YouTube. If you have questions on TikTok, you're watching me live here. You can't see what's going on YouTube. Oh, what did I do last time? Can't do
I
it.
don't know.
God dang it.
But is there any way I can join you on your live
You can, actually.
on TikTok?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try something new. You guys, this is an experiment. This is what we do here. This is how we try to make these things happen. I forgot about that. Okay. So go to my live. If
Gotta
you're on
go to
TikTok.
my friends following.
Yep. If you
Wes.
click on me, you should see I'm live right now. So go to. Oh, there you are. Okay.
I see you.
I'm gonna invite you. The only thing is I can hear me. If you click on me, you should see
I will mute it. I'll mute it.
Nope, you're okay. Okay, and then you should be able to push on that and flip so the camera is on you. So if that works. Working through it, Bunny. What's happening in YouTube? Ashley's in
We're
YouTube.
learning.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay, we got some echoes.
Let me mute this. But they can't hear me, right?
That's a good question. I don't know.
How does that work now?
So I don't hear the echo anymore. Can you guys hear Wise? Well, I hear me. Oh, I hear me. See,
I don't need to.
Here's the thing about this Roadcaster. I'm trying to think how I can do this. I haven't figured it out yet. Because before I could route it through my Zoom and do it through my speakers, and it'd be no big deal. Sorry, guys.
I know how to do it.
We are trying to figure something out so that this will work every single time.
I got a way. I think I could do it.
This is Tech Nerds having a good time. What's everyone up to in the TikTok here but barely. I'm here. I hear him but barely. Okay. His headphones are not picking up on his Rodecaster is the problem right now. These are technical. These are technical things. Yep, we got an echo. You're right. That's me in the back.
I'm fixing that. How is that now?
Still echo. It's an echo chamber.
Uh,
We are working on it. See, this is the funny thing about doing this once in a while. We should have some. And why
hey,
did
it's
you have?
best we. I don't. I'm rather learn right now. Hey, we're working on the fly right now.
Yeah, this is part of having a podcast and some of the technical issues that we go through.
So, are you still?
We still got an
Hear
echo.
my echo?
Yep. I'm wondering. I'm trying to think how I could do this. There's some headphones.
Let's see if this didn't
See
work.
if they work out. Oh, you can hear my daughter?
Is the echo now?
Oh, yeah, I still got an echo.
So I don't know where the echo's coming from.
So your monitors are off, right?
Yes. I have my phone connected to.
The Rodecaster.
Yeah, but I got it low. I got it low, so you don't hear that.
No echo?
I hear myself now.
Let me ask. Oh, wait, hold on. Say that again.
Can you hear me now?
The echo is gone.
We figured it out.
All right, so can we all hear Wise and can we hear myself? That is the question. I'm talking to TikTok over there. I'm getting skinny.
I don't know if TikTok hear me?
Thank you, Bunny. I don't know that I'm getting skinny. I'm getting a big long scraggly beard. So we're working on that one. Okay, so everyone can hear you on TikTok.
Awesome.
Okay, so the one thing that we need to do, Wise, is we need to get your face on there. So I think if you click on it,
My face on where?
So I can see me on TikTok, but I can't see you. So if we want them to see you, then you need.
There we go.
There is Wise. Look at this.
There we go.
Look at this.
Yes. So we are on TikTok.
So if I turn, maybe this might be part of the echo too. So I'm going to turn my phone down a little bit. So can you guys still hear me if I turn the volume down on my phone? Can we get a hell yeah?
Because we don't necessarily have to hear them; they just have to hear us.
Yes,
So
exactly.
if we turn the volume down on the phones, because I have it connected to my Bluetooth on my Rodecaster, so I have the Bluetooth volume down, and I just have my mic up.
Okay. So this is something that you and I can work out a little bit later on off air, but I can do that with mine too. So like mine has another port to it that I can plug my phone into it if I could figure the damn thing out.
Okay, I'm looking so forward to getting it. Believe me. There's so many things I want to try. So what's going on, everybody in TikTok land? How are y'all doing out there?
Hey, we're trying to do this. So what can just make sure everyone? Okay, so you guys, I think we got a yes. I think everyone can hear us both on TikTok and on YouTube.
I got to remember to keep looking. Sometimes looking down at TikTok. Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. So you see the chat box up there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in the chat box, we got Ashley up there, we got Bunny up there. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for working through this with us. And you can on YouTube, you can get the questions over there. And so Ashley is going to say whatever questions are on TikTok, they're watching us live over there. But if they have questions, she's going to pop them in over here in the box in the chat box.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep, that's how we were doing it before. Except for before we couldn't see Wise on TikTok.
No, now you get to see me on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. So
this is actually my first live. So
this is your first live on TikTok.
Yes, on TikTok.
Not your first live on YouTube. We've done this before.
Oh, not on YouTube. No, not on YouTube. Not my first live ever. But
Yep. So,
TikTok, my first live.
yep. So if you guys are hanging out on TikTok, make sure that you follow Wise on YouTube as well, and you follow me on YouTube when you go back. Well,
Definitely.
yep. And so that you can get those notifications, make sure you subscribe. YouTube is where we're both kind of pushing our stuff right now. This is live on my channel, and we can take turns doing this at some point. We just got to remember to do it if we want to do that.
Yeah, I just upgraded my StreamYard, so.
Oh, very nice. I want to talk to you about that. There's a couple things we're going to talk about tonight that I want to talk to you about, because from podcaster to podcaster, I go through these funks, and I had one yesterday. It's kind of one of those deals where I finally got 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and it's January or December, right? And it seems like the downloads like just kind of took a dump, like they just dropped away. And then I started to think, what am I doing wrong? You know? And then I start to revamp, and I start to think about the situations that I have, and it starts to get me down, which is, it's part of it. But then I also think that we have to sometimes think about what we're doing, right? And sometimes we have to change what we're doing. How often do you I mean, you just did that, right? Like, so you had the radio station, and then you decided that you're going to do everything live instead of recording it. And
yes, I actually shut the radio station down because it was a little bit extra work, too much right now for me to handle with me. But I wanted to focus more on building up the live and still continue to build up my audio podcast. So
yep.
Those are the two things right now I'm focusing on, is building up my lives directly on YouTube. I stream live on 8 different platforms. I go to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and I know they say, oh, you should just key down on one thing, but not everyone uses each one of those apps.
Yep.
So this is being able to reach to a different audience. I'm also live now on a Roku channel, the BS3 network.
Oh, very
and
nice.
so I've decided I was like, you know what? I'm just go live 3 days a week, and it saves me on editing. It saves, because if it messes, it's live and it happens. It happens.
Yep.
Only time I really got to edit it is if I plan on using that episode on my audio podcast.
Yep. Just so you guys are knowing, just again, you're watching on TikTok, you can see both me and Wise, so you're hanging out in here. If you can tap the screen, like and share, help us get this out here so we can get more get some more people in here. We're trying to reach more people, and that's how you do it. Just go ahead and share, like. If you have questions, drop them in the chat on TikTok. We'll get them over here on YouTube. I'm kind of looking over here. Wise is kind of looking over here. We're kind of dividing our attention right now. But if you drop those questions,
this is fun.
My buddy Ashley in there, she is going to drop them over to YouTube so we can see them. She says she does have a question. What's a blue thing next to your names?
There's blue things next to our names?
That's a good question. I don't know. Where's that at? Maybe you just see that on your end, Ashley. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it, but
yeah,
if we find out, we will definitely let you know. I don't know what that is. Are we certified? Are we certified?
Yeah, we are certified cool. We're certified BMFs. If you haven't checked out Wise, I'm doing a radio show every other week on Station Head, which is, I think I've talked to you about it before, and that is
how is it?
It's good. It's fun. It's super fun. It's called the Motivational Music Hour, and I do it with my friend Nikki, who is actually going to help me write a book. So I'm working on that too.
Awesome.
I mean, this is kind of the thing. Yesterday I went through the funk and started to reevaluate the situation and decided, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to double down.
You know what it is though, is everyone goes through a funk, goes through something, like, especially if they don't see what they feel is success instantly. And so you start feeling like, oh man, am I really doing stuff? Am I really? And you are, though, but you're building a great community.
Yeah.
So you're building people who support you. You have a great bunch of moderators.
Yep.
Nikki, everybody, they're amazing. They're always sharing your stuff, definitely supporting you. So you're building it, and this takes time.
Yeah.
And I know the feeling. Believe me, I know the feeling. I know the struggles of, am I doing the right thing? Is this ever gonna take off like how I expected to take off, especially in the niche that we're in and the things that we want to do. But you're doing great, brother.
I appreciate
It's
that, man. I really do. And I think that the thing that I was going through yesterday was the fact that I've been doing this for 3 years, and I feel like, I understand like the patience thing, but after a while, you just kind of like, and I'm sure you've gone through this too. It's like we're sitting here, we're doing this, and we're doing it for so long, and I believe in what I'm doing, and and I think it is the right thing. I just, what can I do? Because we talk about like if I can reach one person, and I have reached more than one, you know,
yes,
but it's hard when you put out the work and you're expecting to reach thousands, and we have good things to say, and there's so many good
yes.
people, and I feel
But
like,
we're so limited on how we're able to reach them. We can stretch ourselves, but so far.
yeah,
I feel you 100%. I know what you're going through because, like you, I'm independent. I'm an independent podcaster,
right,
and it's more. Sorry,
you're good,
but it's a little bit harder for us because we don't have the machine of Spotify and all these other companies pushing you and promoting you and put and pushing your stuff to the algorithm and make so
right.
we have to work harder. We have to build up these communities like you're doing here on TikTok because you have a great community on TikTok.
I know. That was the great reminder yesterday. There's so many people that believe in me, and I know the core people that I talk to. But it was just great to see more people yesterday. Just kind of say, you know what, this is you. You help me more than you know. You're bringing light, and I think that the hard part is knowing that there is a positive force, right? Like with us, and there is so much negativity, like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Like they push out the negative stuff, right? They don't push out the
It's not
positive
even not
stuff.
even the negative stuff. They push out the stuff to entertain.
Yep.
I'm saying, but what we talk about, they don't consider entertainment because it's enlightenment.
Yep.
It's showing people the right way. It's showing people, hey, this is what you need to do. Don't focus on doing this. Work on this part of your life,
Yep.
or this. These are the steps you need to. They don't want to promote that. They want to keep people entertained.
Right.
But it's our job to continue to push through. I'm saying it's our job to continue to combat this and keep putting out content because eventually it's gonna hit.
Yep, exactly. And that's the thing. It's hard because like I'm watching these videos that go viral, and it's like, are you kidding me? Why can't because I guarantee you we put out like 4 times as much content, but nothing is hit yet, right?
Of course, yeah. But if we continue to be like that, like, oh man, I can't believe they go. You know what? It was meant for them to get that success at that time. It was meant for that thing to go
Yep.
viral at that time, whatever it is.
Yeah,
But
and it's funny because we say a lot of stuff, but sometimes our minds go there, right?
yeah,
How's it going, CC? Good to see you.
what's up,
Um,
CC? How you doing?
yep. Yeah, and that's where it goes, and I think that that's the hardest part. Like I think I talk about it a lot because I try to do this every single day, but we're human, and there are times where it will get the best of us. It happens.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's times where it's you're just like you said, you're human. Things happen. Like right now, I'm battling COVID.
Yeah,
Uh,
we need to
so
talk about that. Wise just got over or is getting over COVID. If you guys didn't know, on
yeah.
Monday I saw that he had it, and I messaged him. I said, "How you doing?" And he said, asked if we were still good because he had to cancel some other shows. And I was like, "Oh no, hopefully he can go for ours." And he was, boom, he's here, so he's feeling better.
Brother, I've been sleeping. That's
Yeah,
all I've been doing is sleeping, resting, eating soup, keeping fluids in me.
yeah,
And the only reason I didn't do the other shows is because I was like, uh, I'm not gonna be with here. At least I know it's me and you. We just have good talk and all that. So
right,
I don't really have to get questions and start really doing what we do because we just naturally flow.
right,
So I wanted to be able to give them 100% as far as asking the right questions, being in the right state of mind. at least with you, we just have great conversations.
We're
Period. It
riffing.
was so yeah.
Yeah, and that's the
So
thing. Like, I get that. I after the way that I felt yesterday, like I had an interview scheduled this morning, and I was like, I don't know that I'm really feeling talking to someone today. And he messaged me, and he's like, I need to reschedule if that's okay. And it was a relief because I was
there
like,
was things wasn't supposed to happen. Like you put it out there, and energy is like, okay, you're not ready for this interview. Let's take it back then.
yep.
It happens.
And that's something that I have, part of this reflection that I've had over the last couple of days is I've been thinking about people really like when I talk, like when it's just me, and I don't
Yeah.
do a ton of solo episodes. And I'm starting to think that every time I get a cancellation, or maybe I'm going to do less interviews. Maybe I'm going to do an interview every other week and do
So
me.
with me, I felt like I need to start improving. I need to start doing a little bit more solo content. I don't know if I can do the whole 35, 40 minutes. I might have to just,
Yeah.
when it's just solo, might just have to trim it to 10, 15, 20.
Yeah. So, like the one so basically what I did today was I was thinking about the things that I was thinking about, and I started putting some stuff down in my phone on my notes. And I was like, I could do this. I could talk about this. And it was a 23-minute episode. And last week I did a solo because I had another cancellation, and it ended up being it ended up being a 30-minute me just, talking about stuff. So I think that people get more out of that. Also with the book.
So
Go
with
ahead.
me, with me, it's I need to be much more prepared when I have cancellations. So I need
Yeah.
to really have a backup plan. So if I know I'm gonna go solo, I need to really find what I'm gonna talk about. Like maybe that episode, I might drop some tips on how to use certain apps to help
Hmm.
build up or whatever. I just need to plan. I just always need to have a plan B because you never know when the guest is gonna cancel.
Right. And that's kind of what. So the other thing that I started, like I've had it for a while sitting in the background, and I started a blog, and I actually wrote in the blog. So I'm thinking that that's going to become one of my daily practices. And I think that what's going to happen is I'm going to write those down. I'm going to put them in the blog. So if you guys haven't checked out the blog, you all should know that there is a link in my bio. I'm pretty sure there's a link in Wise's bio because that's how we communicate, because we have all these things going on, all these different mediums and things like that. And that link will take you to everywhere. My link has my YouTube, my Instagram, my TikTok, my Twitter, my
I don't even know what link I have on there, but check it out.
yeah, because
Definitely
it's going to have
has
everything.
it has a link to everything on mine.
Yep. And that's how we communicate. And the problem is like with TikTok, you can't say there's a link in my bio. Go check that out, because they suppress it. Or go check me out on YouTube because they don't want you to leave the platform.
Yeah.
And those are the things that we deal with on a every single entity. So you're like I have to do this. Like you can't create dual content. So like if I go and I post a TikTok video to Instagram with the TikTok watermark on it, it's not going to get as much movement on Reels as it would if it didn't have the watermark on it. So you have to download an app to take the watermark off so that you can use it for dual purpose. And then you have to reword descriptions, and you have to do.
So that's why it's a smart way to do it is to record the video itself
Yeah.
and then upload it to each. I know it's a pain in the butt.
I know. Why does it seem like that's such a hassle compared to just recording it on one? Why?
They don't want to make life easy for you.
Yeah. Well, the thing is
Why?
like I
Why?
can't. What I like about
You have
TikTok,
to figure out how to make it make it easier for you.
yeah. What I like about TikTok though is like I can put the hashtags on the screen, and I can put the writing on the screen. But I'm
Yeah.
doing a lot of YouTube Shorts now because I want YouTube to take off, and that's where the majority of your watch time is. And with YouTube, watch time is key.
It's
Right?
funny. I don't know how to do. I did the 2 shorts and I don't know how I did them.
It's easy. It's easy.
It's like I know I have to upload the video, but I don't like it's clips of the episodes, certain episodes that I want to use, but I don't know how to like really make it a short. I don't know how I did it. I made it. So I did 2 of them, but I don't know how.
Yeah. So what you're talking about, that's one thing. Like you can go in and you can clip on a full video, take some pieces of it, and you can put it in there. But they don't have like the editing tools that TikTok has to help you Oak Bar. Um, I don't know where you're looking, but yeah. So you can't like use the. You can't use the. She must be talking about my bookshelf. You can't
or
take.
whatever is in front of you.
Oh, my desk. Maybe I don't know. I can't see. I don't see. There's no oak anything in here. I know because I like oak and nothing's really oak in here. Um, but anyway, like you can't do that. So like with the short, you can go in and you can pull the live video and then you can clip 60 seconds of it. And what you can put over it is not what you can do in TikTok. So you can't go and take the TikTok stuff. Like they have all the stickers and everything. YouTube doesn't have stickers yet. I mean, all this stuff is going to come with YouTube because what they're trying to do is use the shorts. And so that's what they're working on. But yeah. Okay, so it was a question from someone else on TikTok. So I'm not sure.
CC, I want to respond to CC. Whenever
Go
you're
for
ready,
it.
CC. Actually, Audacity has some new features, so we definitely got to sit down and make that happen.
Yes, and CC, you always have an open invitation to hop on with us if you feel like you want to hop on here and do this. But we are definitely open. I don't
Oh,
use
yeah, of
Audacity.
course. Or CC's always
Yeah.
CC's the best.
Yep. We got to get Brandy on here too because I talked to Brandy about it and she was willing to hop on too at some point. So we'll have to do that as well. Brandy is a
Of
friend of both
course.
of ours. She does so much stuff. She's like, I feel like if I saw her phone, I'd probably throw it because it has so much stuff on it. Because I feel like she's the app. What'd she call
She
herself?
is the app whore. Yes,
Well,
she says it herself.
she didn't call. She called it something else when I interviewed her, not app whore.
She
But
calls herself the app whore.
yeah,
She's my sister, so it's different. But
is she
like I
really your
come,
sister, or she just you just that's like
no,
a term
that's
of
my sister. That's my sister. I love Brandy. Me and Brandy, she's the actually head of everything on that Real Wise. She does all the promotions. She's done the website. You know, she does the websites and stuff like that. So she's amazing, and
yeah.
she's actually been out here to visit.
Oh, really?
She spent time here. Yeah,
That's
so yeah,
awesome,
that's my
man.
sister, man. We got nothing but love, man, and she's an amazing person. So
I had no clue that she
it's
was in San Diego, like in San Diego area in California.
yeah,
I thought she was in like I don't know why I thought this because this is like the farthest from there, but I thought she's like in Tennessee.
no,
I don't know why I thought
I
that.
don't know.
And she's always been in California. So
Yeah,
when I had her on the podcast, which unfortunately the audio was shit, it was funny.
but hey, TikTok, I didn't forget y'all. I'm still
Yep.
yeah.
So
I gotta
Lindsay,
get used to doing the dual. This is dope though. We're gonna do this now for all the time.
yes, exactly, because this makes it easy so we can all see it. And we've got some good peeps in here. Lindsay, who is Loving Life Out Loud 3 on TikTok. I believe she probably follows you. But and Wug Nation is in the house. We've got some good peeps in the house right now. These are all
Oh,
part of.
definitely.
This is something that I want to address. Like I have, it's not going to be. Oh, it does say it. The SWC. This is the hashtag that I use. It's on the sleeve of my
Sure.
Shaping
Yeah,
Success shirts.
I see it.
Yep. The SWC is in the house right now on TikTok. They are a group of people who support people, and it's just awesome.
Oh no, they're amazing.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. Yeah, I know we get down but then when you start really your community is what uplifts you. Your community when they really start realizing that you're feeling down or feeling a certain way, they find a way of showing you that hey, you're doing some great things. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. And I wanted to tell you guys something that so Jay, my buddy Jay, makes awesome. Wug Nation is awesome. Just like everyone who's in here right now. You guys are all great. I appreciate you hanging out here. Like I said, tap the screen, share the live, come hang out. This is Wise. We do this once a month, and make sure you follow Wise because he's doing great things too. He's got an awesome podcast that's kind of similar to mine. We're kind of in the same headspace where we're talking. Mine's, I want to say success because that's what I'm thinking about, but it's like being better, motivation, like growing, building.
Yeah, we're all about growth and learning because that's what life is about. Is this lessons and us learning and it's us wanting to share. That's why we decided to do the show, do it once a month, and get together and be able to share all the things that we're learning. So
Yep. So Lindsay, I was talking about her a little bit, and she has a question. Ashley hopped in here that says, "Talk about competition." Um, I think
There's
that
no
it's
competition.
I think it's pretty
You know,
easy
you
to
know,
see, and I'd say
it's
like we're on the same wavelength. Like our podcast could actually be competing against each other, but we don't
we
do
don't
that.
compete.
We don't
There's
compete.
no compete. I'm not competing with you.
Yep.
I'm competing with myself. I'm making sure that I'm a better podcaster every day. It,
Yep.
yes, I look at my friends and I'd be like, okay, they motivate me, they inspire me to go harder, but it's not competition because I want the best for Wes and
Yep.
Wes wants the best for me. So there's no competition there. It's all about pushing everybody up.
See, the thing
It's not
is like
about
I think about it this way, right? Okay, so the idea that we both have is that we are going to help other people um, wanting to be better, right? And like, say Wise took off, like he became Tony Robbins, right? So like he's doing this coaching, he's having all these people. I would like to think that Wise would call me to come speak at his convention because that's what I would do.
you
Wise,
would be an opening speaker.
see, there we go. This is what I'm talking about.
But that's the difference. That's what I'm saying. Like if I w- if I w- knowing what we do, why wouldn't I? And knowing the kind of amazing person that you are, why wouldn't I want you to come speak at my event?
Yeah,
Why wouldn't I give you that opportunity to make some money and inspire people?
right.
That'd be wrong. Like what? No, that's not how. This is not how this works. This is not how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to help uplift each other. You're supposed to help motivate each other. It's supposed to be like, hey, if one of us takes off, like yo, I know Wise wants to get into speaking, public speaking. Let me, you're Wise. You want to open up this for this event?
Yep.
And people think, oh no, you're in the same niche. You're gonna be competing. I want this. No, there's plenty. There's plenty out there.
Yep.
There's plenty of people out there looking for coaching.
Exactly.
There's some things Wes might be better at than I am. There's some things that he might not be able to compete with what I do.
Yep. And it's
But it's just works differently. We're different people, but that's the greatness about it because then we're learning from each other because we're completely different.
yeah,
We're the same but different.
exactly. It's funny. We got into this conversation because I guess apparently we missed the mark on what the question was about, which is okay. But because I really like talking about that because I think that it's great, and we'll talk about what she was really asking in a second here. But we're gonna finish this because I think that you're right. I mean, the fact of the matter is that it's always me competing to be better with myself, just like you said, and that's you. You want to be better, and so you can ask me questions, and I can ask you questions, and what works for me may not work for you, but at least
Yeah.
you have the opportunity to.
You have the option.
I have nothing to hide. I mean, the fact of the matter is that it's so saturated anyway that, 1 in 100 are going to take off. What's the big deal? If it's one of us, I'm going to be happy, right? And that's the thing.
But that's I would think that if it's one of us, that we would help the other one
No,
regardless.
exactly. That's the thing. That's why we're here.
And but that's the networking that you build because you build these relationships with people that help. Because honestly, I've been offered some great opportunities.
Hmm.
I've had people reach out. I'm like, listen, I've had some the founder of Pod Match reach out and says, yo, listen, you've been so supportive of the platform, this, and this. I want to pay for your ticket to go to Podfest.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like you and your partner, y'all come out.
Yep.
And to me, that's what you build. Is those are the relationships and the networking you build because this is people seeing what you're doing, believing in you, and wanting you to come attend these events. Even though I was going to get my tickets myself, but for someone of his stature who's big in podcasting, who's doing some big things, to be like to see that I'm working hard
Yep.
to promote his platform and as well as promote my podcast, because that platform actually I've made money using that platform.
Uh-huh.
They give you an opportunity where they it's a paid subscription. I pay $6 a month.
Hmm.
I've been paying since June. 3 months ago, $100 and something was deposited into my account because on that platform they actually give you a commission for certain guests that you interview.
Yep.
Certain guests are platinum, certain of them just 2 times commission, but they're giving you a portion of whatever those people who decide to pay on those platforms for interviewing them.
Yep.
And I don't charge anybody to be on my show, so just the fact that they're willing to share some of their money with independent podcasters to just help them ease the burden of some, because it's not easy.
Yep.
A lot of us spend our own money to do what we do.
Oh yeah.
We don't have sponsors. We have to create merchandise. We have to do all these different. We have light bills and stuff we have to pay. Equipment breaks. We have to replace it. It's not easy.
Right.
So when the platform like that comes out and it's all about helping independent podcasters, I support it 100%. I go hard. Especially when it's benefiting independent especially when when the indie podcasters are involved.
Right.
Because I know what it is to be independent. I know what the hard work we do to get to where we want to get to.
And you got to think about that because like the majority of these people who have like thousands and millions of downloaders. I mean, let's just throw Joe Rogan out there, right? #1 podcast in the world. You think about Joe Rogan. Do you think that Joe Rogan needs for anything? Do you think that when he does a podcast, he's like, oh, my Shure SMB 60 broke. I need a new one. That like he's going to have to wait until he can afford
I'm sure
one?
Shure sends him a mic
No shit.
without a hassle. Like, yo, he probably has a contact and like, hey, listen, my mic. Oh, Joe, what? Your mic broke? Here you go.
Yep.
But that's the relationships he's built.
Right.
He's built it to that. Podcasters.
He's worked his ass off too. Like it's not like he's.
Oh, this people just see the overnight success.
Yep. Exactly.
They don't see all the hard work you put behind. So he's worked hard to become the #1 podcast.
Right.
It hasn't happened just like this. Joe Rogan's been doing it for years.
Yep.
Years, and for him to get that bag, it wasn't easy.
Yep. We got Brian Sales in the house. CC had a question about when do you think how many followers would you suggest to have before creating merch? I think like for me, the whole thing with that is like if you have some extra money, create it right away because you always have it to sell it. If you don't, then you might have to just kind of put a feel out there. So like with my shirts, both times what I did was, so I just did a bunch of sweatshirts. I did a pre-order. So people will buy, like, hey, here's what we're going to do. I'm pre-ordering them because you get a better deal if you pay for them up front. Like, so say you buy 20 of them, you get a better deal, right? Than you get if you buy 10. Okay. Yeah. So I did a pre-order. I pre-sold them for a set amount. And then I purchased the sweatshirts and I was able to have them or get them out quickly. It took a couple weeks, but I said, I'm going to do it for 10 days. Here's the pre-order. Get your pre-order in. I ordered extra. Like I paid for some out of my pocket because I could afford them, but I didn't pay for all of them. We got them out and we sent them out. So if you have that ability, and I know a guy who builds my shirts. Like if you were interested in doing that, he can probably work something with you. If you did a pre-order, you just figure out what you're looking for and he can make it happen. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to do like what there's a couple of different.
What I do, I use Teesprings.
Teespring, there you go.
I'm saying with Teesprings, you don't have to have any overhead. You don't have to do any. They do all the heavy lifting, and you make probably half of the commission, half of the sale.
Yep, we're talking about merchandise, AJ. Ashley's saying, yeah, we're talking about merchandise and like having like when is the time to do it? Like, should you have a certain amount of followers? I do mine a little bit different. I don't have a store. I don't have anything like we do a pre-order. Brian actually used to do this too, but now Brian has this big thing. He has a website that sells merchandise on, and he has stuff in stock, and that's the way that his works. So this is your business. That's kind of a little bit different, but for an independent podcaster who's trying to do things, you can do it. You have to find avenues to do it. Teespring works really well. It's one of those things where they take you set up the store, right, and then
but they do all the lifting. They get all the merchandise. You don't have to ship anything. So what you do is promote your shirt merchandise. You link the stores, all your websites and whatever it is, and people go purchase it. Is it the same as if you had the merchandise yourself? No, of course you're gonna make more money when you,
Right.
but it's also a lot more work.
Yeah. The big thing
So
is that like if so we're selling, 10 shirts or 10 sweatshirts a year, it works the way that Wise is doing it because he doesn't have to keep anything in stock. He doesn't have to have a shirt press. He doesn't have to have logos. He doesn't have to have all that stuff because like the way that mine is I pre-bought these logos and people always ask, the one thing that you always run into is, what if I want that shirt in red, or what if I want that shirt in green, or what if I want that shirt in a different color? And you're like, well, I can't do all these different colors. This is what I have in stock. You can't please everyone. Everyone wants something different. So I have the
so that's
logos
why,
in
yeah,
red and pink, and we can put them on what I have in stock.
and that's why it's for me it was easier just to go to Teesprings because you can pick whatever
Yeah,
color shirt you want.
and they got 10,000 shirts in stock, and
You put up your design. Yeah, you put your logos on. You build your shirt, and you let them do all the heavy lifting.
yep, exactly. So there's ways to do it if you can't, there's ways to
Yeah,
do it. Now, if you're doing 100 shirts a week, it may behoove you to find someone local to do that for you and make a
that's
little bit
different.
more
Yeah,
money.
I have a local guy, so if I ever want to do anything locally,
Hit him up.
I have someone here that I've used. He's done my mugs. He's done some hoodies for me. He's done my winter caps. But so you build these relationships. So I
Yep.
have a local guy as well. If I want to sell merchandise locally, if I want it embroidered, if I don't want it iron on, whatever. So these are things. These are just contacts you make.
Right. I got Sean Aruis in the house. He needs that shirt in black. I got it. I got it in black. If you want black, I got black. Um, anyway, that's a thing. You just have to understand, exactly. Ashley says it's not about what you know all the time, but who you know. And like my
Mhm.
hats, right? Like I had my hats made here locally because they do embroidery, and a friend of mine has a shop, but he doesn't do like transfers are one of those things where you got to get like 20 of them, and he's not going to hold 20 of them and wait and just print me a shirt on demand. Now, if I did 20 of them, I could do screen print, and I would do screen print, and he could do them, but he's not going to do a small order of one screen print every time I need something. He needs to do 20. So
Yeah,
you have
it's
inventory
got
or
to be
not.
worth his time. It's got to really be worth his
Exactly.
time.
And that's what you got to understand.
Yeah, but people sometimes they don't understand. They want it their way, and hey,
Yep. AJ wants SWC beanie hats, and we could do those 100%. I think what we have to do is we got to pre-sell them, and that's just kind of the way it is. I can definitely get those. If you guys want to do beanies, we got to talk about a pre-sale, but we can make it happen. So there you go. That's what you got to do
see,
with the merch. Merch is a one way to make it. One thing that I can
yeah,
tell you too, like if you're thinking about making stickers or things like that, there's this company called Sticker Mule. That's where I get all my stickers, and they have really good deals on stickers all the time.
all
So
right, I'm gonna check them out.
yeah, check it out because you can just hit. What you can do is you go into Sticker Mule and you sign up. And this is gonna sound. I have 4 different email addresses, so I get 4 deals on every single set of stickers I order. So that's one of those deals. Like they normally sell them for like $100 for 20 of them or whatever, and they have their deal out, and it's like $19.99 for 200 of them, and then you can mark up the price and send them out and sell them that way, like a business. And I'm sorry, I just told you guys that this is how much it is, but the fact of the matter is that's what it's all about. We're trying to make profit. We're trying to any business is trying to make some money, right?
Yep,
That's what it's all about.
absolutely.
We
We
do
live
have
in
to
a
have money for
capitalistic
our time.
society right now, so
Yep. I thought. Well, I mean, you think about it this way. You deal cards, and I sell window coverings during the day because that's what we have to do. But our whole, like if I could sell 10,000 shirts a day and made enough money to
I
cover
think
my,
I think we prefer. Yeah, I think we prefer to do this
yeah,
much
exactly.
more frequently than do our day jobs.
Yep. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm passionate about.
Well, this is our goal. That is our goal. We'll get there
Yep.
as long as
100%.
we continue dropping programming like this and content like this, where people are gaining from it,
Yep.
and that's the whole thing. That's the purpose of what we do. We're trying to help people out. We want people to learn from what we're doing. People who are interested in starting podcasts like CC. She's wants to work with Audacity. She reached out to me. I'm like, I was more than we haven't been able to, but we're gonna get together but that's what we're all about. We're all about trying to help and enlighten people.
Sorry, I gotta turn my hat around because I don't know if you know this or not, Wise, but CC says she has a vintage 27 hat because it's over here. See, my camera's backwards, but she thinks
Yes.
that everyone thinks it's a 27, but that's a WT. And if you look at the logo, it's right there. So,
Oh,
but I will take it's a 27 because if you've ever looked up the number 27, like what does 27 mean? Check this out. Look, I'll Google it right now. And I like it because it says
yes. Thank you, Sean. Yes, I didn't want to bring it up because Wes is a Giants fan.
did they sign him?
So who signed him?
Did Judge the Yankees got him back?
Yes, we did.
Son of a
9 years,
Son of a
360 million.
Oh man.
I didn't want to say nothing, Sean. But since you let the cat out the bag,
Damn it, Sean. You had to ruin my evening. All right. Well, I don't care because 27 symbolizes new beginnings, spiritual awakenings, and inner strength. So I'll take it.
it's a good number. 27 is a good number.
Yeah, that's a good number. Judge, I'm judging you. You suck. Man, that's a bad way to get that news. I'm upset.
I didn't want to bring it up. I was gonna save it till after the show.
Dude,
But
some guy on Twitter is like, "Oh, the Giants have signed Judge." He's like, "Oops, I'm sorry. I just talked to the Giants and
they did not sign Judge. No.
yeah, did not." It's like, "Are you kidding me? I'm gonna punch that guy."
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh no, believe me, he almost gave Yankee Nation a heart attack.
I was hoping he did. Now, who are the?
And then
Here's
I
the thing.
seen
This
I
is
seen a
what's,
little bit earlier. I seen earlier
this is
he's
what's
returning to the Bronx.
this is what's disappointing about that whole situation. Okay, as a Giants fan, they have not signed a big ticket player since they won the last World Series that they won, and it is pissing me off because they could have got Harper, they didn't, and now Judge, and they didn't, and then they didn't do anything in between Harper and Judge. It's
Well, no, they just signed Haniger. It's Haniger,
no. We need
and I think they signed some other outfielder.
they need to go get Machado. They need to go get
Jock Peterson, whatever.
But Jock's he's going out. The Dodgers just shipped off all their people too. So what I was getting scared about was like they're shipping off all these people that they might actually play on Judge, and they don't.
No,
Nope.
no. Maybe I could sign Cody Bellinger.
No, he's gone. He went to the Cubs.
Oh, he signed with the Cubs.
Yep.
The Cubs are signing everybody. They signed Taylor on too.
The thing is like you can sign everyone you want, but you're not going to win, so that's okay.
Cubs are garbage.
Yep.
They just
I mean, the Yankees can't win with the best guy in the MLB, so what are you expecting?
listen. The Mets did us a favor. The Mets did us a favor by signing Verlander.
Oh my lord.
Thank you, Mets.
I think they got to get rid of Boone. It's time to get someone else in command.
I was hoping they would sign Mattingly. I was hoping that they did fire Boone and bring Mattingly home, but he's the bench coach for the Toronto Blue Jays now.
I bet you that the Rangers are going to be good this year.
Why? Because they signed Jacob deGrom?
No, because they got Bochy as a coach, and Bochy is a badass.
Oh, Bochy's the coach of the Rangers?
Yeah, he went to the Rangers this year.
When?
So, yeah.
didn't see
about
that.
like 2-3 months ago.
I didn't even know that.
Yep. So
He came out of retirement?
he did. You know, the thing is like San Francisco kind of ran Bochy out, which pissed me off. I was at Bochy's retirement game. It was awesome. So, but yeah, they kind of ran him out because they thought that he was too old school. Yeah, his old school technique worked for 3 freaking World Series. So she just shut up. And Kapler's trash. Get me on record as saying Kapler is trash.
You're on record. You're on record.
I'm on record. Yeah.
You're on record. You can't hide it now.
They got Will Clark in there as the head coach. It'd be good to go. I'd be up for it.
You'll be happy with that, wouldn't you?
Yep, I
But is
would.
he even managing? Is
No,
he even
he's
coaching?
not, but he could do it. I mean, you look at like the Colts; they just hired Jeff Saturday to coach to be
Yeah,
their head coach.
and you see the results, right?
Yep, yeah, they're great.
The results are, and
He
I
did win the first game that he coached, though,
okay, all right.
but then after that, it kind of fell apart.
Yeah, and he's gonna lose the rest of his games. You know why I feel this way? Because I feel he took away the position from someone who's actually been coaching for years.
Yeah, but
And
what would you have said though? Like if he just like, I mean, maybe he's good. I mean, I'm not saying that.
he's a good analyst,
Yeah,
but to bring him directly from analyst to head coach without even really giving anyone else an opportunity, I don't know. It just to me, you had Gus Bradley on the team.
yeah.
He's a former head coach. You have Reggie Wayne. If that's the case, if you want to bring former players, Reggie Wayne is actually on the coaching staff.
Well, we all know Jim Irsay doesn't really do anything normal. He never has. So I wasn't surprised when he did that. But
And
I
so,
do feel like a
so does
guy.
he? So now, if he loses the rest of these games, right? Do they take off the interim tag and give him the head coaching
Oh
position?
hell no, no. I mean, like if he went to the playoffs, then you're
He's
starting to
not
think
going no
about
playoffs.
no. But
He's
if he
not going
did,
no.
like, yeah, it's not going to happen. But like, say it
It's
did, right?
it's not happening. That team is just bad. Matt Ryan is. I'm sorry, he needs to retire.
Yeah, he's yeah. They keep going after old school people that need to retire. So
Carson Wentz was just a head case, but
yeah,
anyway,
they got to think differently. But
yeah.
you know, it is what it is. I'm sorry that Sean had to derail me and take me off on a tangent. Although Wise and I both talk sports, you know, the
Yes,
interview that
we
I
love
did on your
sports.
podcast, we talked about Jordan and stuff. So
Yeah, no, we love sports. You see what's behind these Yankee Stadium. That's why Sean said something because he saw Yankee Stadium behind me
yep,
and the Yankee. Well, he has saw that's Yankee Stadium, and then
that's
on TikTok you can see the Yankee symbol up on my.
he may not be here anymore, but he said that to piss me off. That's why he said that. Just so you know, I work with him. Okay, my truck is white with Dodger blue colors on the side of it. Makes me
Ooh.
sick. And you walk into the warehouse, and that picture that you have right there, there's a Dodgers one in my warehouse.
Mm.
He just said it to mess with me. And you know what?
Is he a
Here's the
Dodgers
thing.
fan?
He is a big time Dodgers fan. And
Oh.
he's going to come on One Drink Wednesday tonight, and he's going to say the same thing just to piss me off and try and get me going. I'm just going to ignore him.
Oh man.
But the thing is we got another friend in there. If you guys haven't joined us on One Drink Wednesday, it's a good time. Me and Jay have a drink and we chat. Just
I've
kinda
been
like
on
this.
One Drink Wednesday. I had a good time.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
good
even
time.
was I even drinking? I don't even remember.
I don't know if you were or not. You might have been.
I might have. I think I was drinking some wine. I might have been drinking some wine.
Yeah, you were drinking wine. I'm not drinking bourbon right now.
You're not?
Oh no, I'm not.
I'm on medication. There's no drinking for me.
Yeah, you poor guy. I do like when I get like a sinus infection. Sometimes I'll do the old hot toddy though. You know, throw some honey in bourbon with.
I don't have any brandy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any whiskey.
Yeah, you got me. It's okay. It's okay.
I had a bottle, and we kind of finished it for Thanksgiving.
Oh, very nice. That's all right.
Yeah.
You gotta spin it there.
I was a double-barreled Jack Daniel Black.
Oh, nice. Ashley's talking about her fireball shots. I'll let her explain that one.
Her fireball shot.
Yeah, they got mixed with what she's talking about up there. Yeah, I wish we did One Drink Wednesday on YouTube as well. We got to get that figured out. That's one of the things that is so that you guys know, I'm in a makeshift studio, which is not very conducive to our rental household situation because, you know, right over there is my son's bedroom. My wife watches my nephew. He usually sleeps like right there, but you don't see the crib there right now. And I basically had to make them wake up early so I could do this because this is right in the middle of everything. But I will have a dedicated studio.
Whereas I am in my what was my daughter's former bedroom, so that's why you see the pink.
I'm still waiting for you to paint those walls a different color.
It's Eventually,
Yeah.
eventually.
You got to just, I hate painting, so I can't like blame you
Yeah,
for
I
that.
know. That's why it hasn't been painted yet. So,
Yep.
believe me, I've been wanting to put up a different color.
Yep. Yep. Well, hey man, this has been a good one. I always enjoy this, but I do, as usual, have all kinds of crap going on,
Of course,
as do you. And I look forward to this, and we will have to try and make it happen. Again, I say this, and we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it
it's gonna
happen.
happen. It's
It
gonna
is.
happen.
It is gonna happen. But you guys got a little bit of the whole gamut here. We talked about kind of like, I guess I would call it podcast fatigue, or wondering if it's I don't know, what would you call it?
You get no. It's fatigue. You get this sometimes. This sometimes you do get a little bit burnt out, especially when you go as hard as we do, especially with what we, because especially me, when I remember I was recording every day,
Yeah.
and it just got tiring.
The thing is,
And
though, is I think the big thing between someone who gets pod fatigue, or whatever you want to call it, 90% of them decide that they're not going to do it anymore.
yeah,
The
you
other
don't quit.
10% are like us, where we're thinking about what can we change, what can we do, what can we.
How we can make it easier,
Yep, exactly.
make it much more simpler for us to not work as hard.
Yep. And so that's the thing. So check it out, guys. Tune in. Make sure you're following Wise. Make sure you're following me. Subscribe to the YouTube if you can, please. Hit that link in the bio. Subscribe everywhere that you can subscribe, because that is very helpful for the numbers, which is one of the things that we are always a slave to, is the numbers. Emilio, thanks for
Yes,
hanging in. We're just about to roll out. Emilio was on my podcast as well. He was also in Forged in Fire. If you have not watched Forged in Fire, go watch it.
I need you to go and download Pato Polo. That definitely that, and go claim your podcast, man.
Pado Polo.
Yeah, it's an app. Download the app.
I gotta write that down.
Go claim your podcast, bro. It's done wonders for my audio podcast.
I will check it out for sure. Definitely. But that is all we got for tonight. It's funny. I if you're listening to this is what. So my buddy wanted me to end my podcast this way, and I did it this morning, but I changed it. He's like, I want you to say, if you're listening to this, I am John Connor, and you are the Resistance, like in Terminator 2.
Okay,
But I was like, if you're listening to this, you are the Success Warrior crew.
that sounds good.
Yep. So I appreciate you all. Wise, I appreciate you as always.
My pleasure. Always great time having being on the show.
Yep. Thanks, Ashley, for moderating and keeping everything going in
Thank you,
TikTok.
Ashley. CC, we're definitely gonna get together and work on that.
Yep. We are ready to rock. So you guys have an awesome evening. Thank you for hanging out with us. Totally appreciate you all.
Peace out, TikTok.
Later.
My first live. Wow.
There you go.
How do I end that?
There's you exit in live. I just ended it. So there's like on, you don't have an iPhone, right?
Oh, there you go. You ended it. There's no.
Oh, I ended it. Yeah, right. I can end it because I started it.
Yeah.